There are a lot of good teams in Marvel Strike Force, and then there are those teams at the tip of the spear that'll give you the maximum benefit across multiple game modes. And in this current resource crunch going on, there isn't a lot of room to build what you want. So you're going to need to focus on only those best teams. And in this video, we're going to simplify things for you. We're counting down the very best teams in Marvel Strike Force, along with a few other plug and play alternatives, so you can streamline your gameplay, not waste your precious resources. And if you're ready for all of that, Valley Club, then you know what to do. Find that like button. Let's go smash it.
ValleyFlyin.
Hello, Valley Club. Welcome back to the ValleyFlyin channel. I am ValleyFlyin. Hope you're having a great day. In this video, we're counting down the best teams in Marvel Strike Force today. Yes, this is your first time here. Hit that subscribe button for more great Marvel Strike Force content. We have videos like this counting down to the best ways to use your resources. We had question and answer videos, gameplay videos, everything to help you in Marvel Strike Force. But today we are counting down the best teams in Marvel Strike Force. There's not a lot of resources in the game right now, so you're gonna have to use your resources very wisely. And in my opinion, these are the 10 best teams, along with a few other plug and play characters that we're gonna talk about. But let's get with this list. And now this list is based on their use in multiple game modes. And in my opinion, the most valuable game mode is Arena, because that's where you're gonna get your power cores from. You could use those in multiple ways. And if there's a character that's available in one team that is involved in the current Arena meta, well, that team is gonna be on this list. Next is the raids, especially these incursion raids. That's where we're gonna get your valuable gear, 18 pieces for Dark Dimension 6. So raid teams are gonna have a lot of value. Cosmic Crucible offense is a little more valuable than defense for me. And then last but not least is war. And starting off this list is the War Dogs. Now, they don't have any value in Arena. They don't have a lot of value in the raids right now. So they're mainly on this list for their value in Crucible and in war. And as far as what they're doing in Cosmic Crucible, well, they're mainly a defensive slot now that the Masters of Evil is very, very easily countered, but they are pulling one of the stronger offensive teams, so they kind of have some value there. The other thing that they're doing is they're countering the Black Order very, very effectively in the Nowhere Siege for war right now, and they're only the one of the only teams that can do that as a one shot. So War Dogs, very, very valuable in war, very valuable in Cosmic Crucible. And they have a little bit of value outside of both of those game modes as far as Chaos Theory, where you're going to get your promotion credits from. So War Dogs coming in at number 10 on this list. Coming in on this list as the 9th best team in Marvel Strike Force right now is this Rebirth team. Now, again, like the War Dogs, they're not going to give you a lot of value in Arena, but they are the solution for the bio raids right now. You could pretty much auto the or fully sim these incursion raids that are going on right now with this Rebirth team. They're also very good on Cosmic Crucible defense. If you bring in the wrong counter, they can get a little tricky in Room 6 and Cosmic Crucible right now. Same thing on War defense. They are countered pretty easily, but normally you're bringing in a pretty big team to counter this team. So they're mainly building up this team for their value in the raids. They're going to give you a little extra value in Cosmic Crucible and War, but the bio section of the raids, they are solved by this Rebirth team. And sticking with the valuable raid teams, let's move on to this Invader team. Very, very valuable in this skill section of the raids right now. You can fully sim some of these incursion raids, at least at these early difficulties, with this Invader team right now. And also Nick Fury has a lot of value outside of this team as well. I don't see a lot of value for the rest of this team, but Nick Fury, if you don't have Kang, works very well in the Arena meta right now. Nick Fury also works very well in War, also works very well in Cosmic Crucible as part of these walking hate counters for unlimited XMen. So Fury has a lot of value. The Invaders have a lot of value in the raids. This is a very good team coming in at the number 8 spot this month. And coming in at the number 7 spot this month is the Entangled Eternals. Now, they sort of have value in the Arena if you don't have Apocalypse in your Arena shard, and more people are getting Apocalypse. So the Eternals, Spider-Weaver losing value in Arena, but if you don't have them, if you don't have Apocalypse in your Arena shard, they still are involved in the Arena meta. If you do have them in your Arena shard, well, then let's talk about the raids, because the Eternals, Spider-Weaver, still very valuable in the raids right now. Spider-Weaver is involved in a few different combos with the New Warrior. So are the Eternals. So this team very valuable in the raids. Still kind of valuable in the Arena, but you're going to get a lot of value from this team in Cosmic Crucible, either in their Tangled Web room or using them on offense to counter some of these other rooms. And the Eternals work very good in War. The Tangled Web works very good in war. This is a very powerful team, and they're much deserving of this number 7 spot this month. And coming in at the number 6 spot this month are the new Warriors. We talked about them as being one of the best Cosmic Crucible teams as far as offense, with the combination of Deathpool, Cloak, Dagger, Gwenpool, and Firestar. And the reason they are this high, yes, they are very good in Cosmic Crucible on offense, but the new Warriors in Cloak, Dagger, Deathpool are also very good in the Incursion raids and the Mystic section nowadays. So some very powerful combos with the older version of the new Warriors. So that is why they got this nod, because of their value in the raids. Also very valuable in Cosmic Crucible. You can also use them in war. Not going to get a lot of value in Arena with this team, but as far as the raids, Cosmic Crucible, war, this team does it all, or at least piece of this team does it all. They're much deserving of this number 6 spot. So this new war is very, very good in the current meta. And coming in as the 5th best team this month is the Masters of Evil. And I gotta be honest, the reason this team is rated so high is mainly because of Kang. Kang is involved in the arena meta. Kang is used as a backup for the Bionic Avengers if you're having trouble in the tech section of these Incursion raid. Kang is the reason that this team is rated so high, but this Masters of Evil team is also very good on offense and Cosmic Crucible, taking out that previously mentioned War Dog or the Wakandan team in Cosmic Crucible. And you could also use this team in war, taking out a bunch of other teams. Maybe it's not one of these meta teams, but one of these off meta teams you could take out with these Masters of Evil. So Kang is the reason they're rated so high. Kang is involved in the raids, involved in arena. This Masters of Evil team are very good in Cosmic Crucible and war, so much deserving of this number 5 spot. The Unlimited X-Men gained the 4 spot for the best teams in the game right now, and a lot of this is because of Rogue. Again, the Masters of Evil got bumped up because of the value in Kang in arena. Well, Rogue is very valuable in arena as well. So she gets the nod on this team, or she is the reason that this team gets bumped up to that number 4 spot because of her value in arena. Now, the Death Seed works very well in the mutant section of the Incursion raids, but if for some reason you don't have one of those members built, well, Rogue works very well in there. Gambit works very well in there as backup characters as well. And they are very good in Cosmic Crucible. They're not as good as Season 1, but in Season 3, they're still around. And they can be an annoying team on defense that can surprise some of your opponents, or they could be a strong, powerful team on offense that you could take out one of your meta teams that your opponent has set for you. So very, very good team. They're still very good in war. A lot of this team is based on the power of Rogue and Gambit and the combo that they do, but they're still very good. And coming in at number 4 this month. And coming in at the number 3 spot this month is this Death Seed team, the dominant team for the mutant section of the Incursion and even the Doom raids if you're still doing the Doom raids. Very, very good. We have the Horseman in Archangel, who is still involved in the arena meta. I'm not using him on offense or defense, but I still do see him on defense sometimes, giving some tricky defenses that sometimes you got to get through. Also very good in Cosmic Crucible. They're very good for taking out the Rebirth team in Room 6. Sometimes it does get a little tricky. This team could also take out a mirror match at the Death Seed as well. Also very good in war, taking out those same teams. So very, very good team. They get a big nod because of the value of Archangel. Also, Dark Beast, Nemesis are very good backup characters, and you might want to take Nemesis into Dark Dimension 6, but this is a great team coming in at number 3 this month. Gamma team is coming in at number 2 this month, and a lot of this value is because of the powerful Red Hulk. Still involved in arena meta, still involved in kind of a backup. If you don't have your Rebirth team fully built up, this team does work the sim button very well in the Incursion raids. This wouldn't be a primary raid team, but you're just trying to sim a few nodes. This Gamma team does sim the nodes in the Incursion raids very well. Also very, very strong in Cosmic Crucible. They did get a little bit of a buff in season, or a bit of a nerf in Season 3, but still very, very strong. Still a very annoying defense that you kind of have to plan around, or very strong offense that you could take. And as far as war, well, they are dominant in war, even with the age of the Black Order and this Nowhere team. The Gamma team is still one of the best offense and defense teams that you could use in war. So very, very fitting of this number 2 spot, in my opinion. And coming in at number 1 spot this month is this Darkhold team. And the valuable member on this team is obviously Morgan Le Fay. She's still involved in the arena meta right now. If you screw up that Morgan Le Fay hit, well, that could screw up the whole battle in arena. She's still involved in the raids, in the Mystic section of the raids, that powerful combo with the Eternals or the New Warriors. Morgan Le Fay is in all of those combos, so very valuable in the raids. Also valuable in Cosmic Crucible. This team has gotten a lot more tricky to face in defense, especially in Room 5 in Cosmic Crucible when you're facing them on defense. They don't do as well on offense, but they're kind of a defense staple nowadays in Cosmic Crucible. And in War, well, you could take, they're usually on defense with either Apocalypse or Dormammu, but you could also use them on offense. Very, very good team. And yeah, they are still involved in Arena. They're still involved in the raids and still very, very annoying. And let's not forget, it's not just Morgan Le Fay. Doctor Strange Heartless is like a ticking time bomb. Wong is very annoying to try to get around his taunt, so this is a very strong team. Well, let's not forget the honorable mentions, these plug-and-play characters. Now, some of these characters are going to be on their own teams. You could use Apocalypse and his Horsemen as maybe one of the best teams in the game. But if we're just looking at as Apocalypse as a character, there are many, many teams that Apocalypse goes well on. So one of the top plug-and-play characters in the game, probably the biggest, big bad that we have right now, that Super-Skrull is still not in the game yet. So Apocalypse, best plug-and-play character, in my opinion, works well on so many teams, stops so much, does so much in Arena, does so much in War. He's going to be the top plug-and-play character, in my opinion. And when we're talking about plug-and-play characters, this guy still has not fallen out of the meta. Dormammu still involved in so much. I still see him in Arena. I still see him, even with that hard nerf that he got in the Mystic Raids, I still see him. Maybe he can't do that revives, but he still has a strong kit and is involved in so many powerful combos in Cosmic Crucible offense and defense, War offense and War defense. Dormammu does so much still. And how powerful is Doctor Doom? Released all those years ago in Dark Dimension 4 and still involved in so many game modes nowadays as a backup character in the tech or the mystic sections in the raids. Also involved in so many different counters on offense and defense and Crucible offense and defense in War, usually an A-Force. I'm still using an A-Force team to counter Young Avengers, but there's so many options with Doctor Doom. Very, very strong kit and used as a very strong plug-and-play character. Another plug-and-play character, maybe not as strong as Dormammu and Apocalypse and these other characters, but Quicksilver is designed to be a plug-and-play character, work on many, many different teams. Because of that, it's not really on a solid team, but you can use him on a 5th on many, many teams. Probably not in Arena, but you can use him as a decent character in some of the Mystic sections if a lot of your main team dies in Mystic sections of the Incursion raids. Also used as a decent plug-and-play character in Crucible and in War. So Quicksilver gets this plug-and-play nod. And kind of cheating a little bit on this one because it's not just Hela, it's Hela, Greg, and Zombie Iron Man that's formed this undying powerful combo. Great plug-and-play characters. You could use these guys just on their own, taking out a few teams in War. You could use them in different combos, taking out teams in Cosmic Crucible. Probably not using them in Arena. Probably not using them in the raids right now, but still a powerful combo, this Undying team. And a couple other plug-and-play characters that I did want to mention. Omega Red, Silver Surfer, Emma Frost, Shang-Chi, still getting a lot of play as great plug-and-play characters. But that is it, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this list. Hopefully it helps you make decisions on where to use your resources, what teams you need to build up, and what teams are valuable where. And if this video did help you decide what teams you want to build, what characters you want to build, give it a like. It does help that YouTube algorithm. Check out some of the other videos on this channel. If you haven't already subscribed, hit that subscribe button for more great Marvel Strike Force content. And I'll see you guys next time. Have a great rest of your day. Hulk fist bump, ValleyFlyin out. I'll see you guys next time.